Bonjour, je suis mandy.boileux, étudiante en licence 3 arts plastiques à Tourcoing et je vais vous présenter mon oral d'anglais. I worked on Marina Abramovic, a Yugoslavian artist born in 1946 who grew up in a terrible after-war context and became a woman during the Balkans conflict. That had an influence on her heart. Who is she? What is her way of working? And what does she want to tell us? Are the questions I will try to answer. Marina Abramovic is quite a legend for people who like performances, and she is known internationally since the 70s. She worked with different media like performance, installation, or video, and her performances were interpreted as rebellion against a strict childhood because of her parents who were in favor of Tito and against his repressive culture in Yugoslavia. She wants to create a link between her and the public because the public is really important for her. A performance isn't a disappearance, it's just a present to the world. At the beginning, she looked for all the possibilities given by the body, and she brought them until the limits, but the main idea is anything is permanent. She liked the way that the things are moving. Moreover, she wants to show us the human progress is only the result of the energy, not the result of the technology. We have to know how our energy is important and how we can do with it. We have to become better with it. We have to try to do something else. In her performances, Marina Abramovic tests her physical and psychological limits. She is a body artist. With dangerous objects, even with medicines or drugs, sometimes with ice or animals, like with a snake around her neck and lied down in the middle of fire. It was so dangerous, but she did it. For her, the artist should be a servant for society. Art is like therapy, but this way you can discover your body like you've never seen it. She wants to show her limits. Art is just a tool for experiences. It's not the aim or goal, it's just the way to make things people. Nowadays, with a spirit object, she grows up. Obviously, she's getting older, and she doesn't test her physical limits anymore, she tests her mental limits. She wants to show us how we could be free with our mental. Some of her work were disturbing and violent, some of them were accomplished until a person from the distance stopped her. She wanted to know how many times people who watched would be able to stand her pain, and she wants to test their limits, so she created a breaking point. She wants to make a link between the public and her work and making them feel in trouble. I think it's effective. She is interested in being in the present moment, in the moving. In fact, her work, which underlines better this, is a performance she presented in 1997 at the Biennale in Venice. It was entitled Balkan Baroque. She was dressed in white clothes, sitting on boards. On the wall, videos with her parents and her family were seen. On another screen, she explained the story of the wolf rats. The wolf rats are creatures who are fighting each other until death. It was meaning the cannibalism and the horror of the war. With this installation, she tried to express how she was ashamed because of the war and because of the repressive culture in Yugoslavia. What were her feelings and her fear? She created a political view with this horrible reduction of the cannibalistic humanity. How forget Marina Abramovic comes from Serbia. Then she started a new period in her artistic career. Between 1976 and 1988, she worked with the performance artist Ulay Scipion, also called Ulay. Together they created the Relation Works, where the couple didn't stop questioning the sexual identities in public spaces. Sometimes they were naked, sometimes inside, sometimes outside. All the relations works were between the male and female forms. They said they were like androgynes. This time is limited by the time They can stand the pain sometimes few hours or few days. Moreover, we know before each beginning they said they are united physically and mentally. The end of the performance is the moment when the artists are in separation. They are no more united and cannot stay the fusion with the other. So the other becomes himself and finds his singularity. In 1977, their mouths were stuck together and microphones were fused with sellotape near the throats. Marina breathed the whole eyes, lungs, hair, and he did the same until suffocation. They want to create a couple, I think when they are together, they just one person. An artist with two heads, like said Catherine Grenier. Finally, in 1988, they produced the last performance. They walked 3 months separately in the Chinese wall from each extremity until meeting the other in the middle and saying goodbye. Strangely, at the same moment, the couple disappeared. Since Marina Abramovic works alone. Effectively, her last performance is the artist is present in the MoMA in New York. I discovered when I seen a video on YouTube. The artist was sitting 7 hours each day since Monday to Friday, and in front of her there was a chair and people sit here, looked in her eyes in entire confrontation with the artist who didn't say anything. When I saw the video, I saw Isabelle Huppert, and it was really interesting because there were two women. One of them have to speak all the time. Isabelle Huppert spent his time to speak, and in front of her there were Marina Abramovic, another artist who cannot speak anymore. They participated to this silent conversation between joy and fear. So even if since 30 years Marina Abramovic, 64 years old, confronted herself to violent and painful action like suffocation, immobility, drugs or performance with her life, she tries to produce a different art with the performances. We cannot forget some dark parts of the history, and she wants to make us think we are alive and healthy. I know it's essential taking care of our body and our spirit. The first time I discovered his art, of course, I've been shocked by the violence and the distance she put with her public and her body. In the side it's just an instrument, a media for art, but in the other side it's also the way to make people react. The body becomes more important at this moment. Moreover, this woman is fighting for more respect. I want to become an art therapist, so I really think art can help people and make the things change. Each art can propose something different in the goal of helping warrior. Finally, even if I don't go so far as Marina Abramovic, fortunately, I want to take part of it. Using art, I will help people to feel alive, free and healthy.